What's up, everybody? This is Phil from Last.fm Discover, and I am here with the dude who has the best moniker of all CMJ. This is Dad Rocks.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Can you please tell us about this moniker?
Well, I have two kids, and they inspire me a lot. Well, what I really hope for is that when they grow a bit older, they will, kind of enjoy my music and really think that I rock. But I know that it's probably not going to happen. They will probably roll their eyes at me and think, "Dad, stop." But yeah, I really like to think that they will, get into it at some point. So it's like, Dad rocks, doesn't he?
Well, I think for when they're teenagers, they might not think you're cool, but at some point, they'll come around.
Hopefully, yeah, when they get a bit older, yeah.
Yeah. How old are they now?
My daughter is 3 years, and my son is almost 1 year old.
Cool. Yeah. So do you play your music for your kids?
Yeah, well, actually, my daughter, she really likes this one song, but not the others. So I can just play that one song.
And do you draw on your kids' inspiration for your songs?
Lyrically, yeah, because the lyrics evolve around being a father and like growing up, like getting old, and I'm 26, so it's not bad, but yeah, it's a transition to something else, and I just needed to write about that.
That's fair. And this is your first time in New York, right?
Yeah, very first time in the United States.
The whole United States?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. How do you like it?
I love it so far. I arrived yesterday, and Paper Garden Records took me out for a burger just when I knocked on their door. So it's like, welcome to America.
Nice. And is your family here with you?
No. It's just me. Just me this time, yeah.
And where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Iceland. Grew up there and moved to Denmark when I was 13 with my mom. Yeah.
And now all your songs are in English.
Yes.
So is there a conscious decision behind writing music in English?
I've tried to write lyrics in both Icelandic and Danish, but it just feels more comfortable in English, and it doesn't really have anything to do with the potential of getting out to more people. Because I mean, if you look at like Sigur Rós or something, they're even singing in a language that doesn't exist, but they have like millions of fans. Mm-hmm. So it's nothing like that, but it just feels good to write and sing in English.
Right.
Yeah.
And what kind of music did you grow up listening to?
Oh man, it's weird because I was a huge fan of Elvis when I was like 10 years old, and later on I got into Michael Jackson when I was like 12 or something. But when I was 13, 14, 15, I only listened to Metallica, and I learned like the first records on guitar.
Right.
Yeah, but from then it's not been nothing. It has nothing to do with metal now. So but those were the first three bands I really got into.
Sure.
Yeah.
And if you can describe your music to people who might not necessarily have heard you yet, what would you say it's like?
Well, it's some sort of folk pop, but I'd say that it draws inspiration from hip hop as well, but also stuff like math rock and stuff. So I would say that if you would want to compare me with some bands, I would say that Owen, Mike Kinsella is a big inspiration, and Y are also a really big inspiration.
Cool. And that's the Y with the question mark.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cool. So back to being in CMJ. I'm guessing this is your first time then, right?
Yes.
And how do you feel about it so far?
Great. Just played for a really nice crowd, like really nice, and loving it so far. Looking forward to see a lot of bands. The bands I've seen so far have been incredible. So yeah, it's really great.
We came into the very end of your set, and we saw you start. I think it was your last song, and you started a cappella. You're just singing a few notes, and you had the audience enraptured.
Yeah.
And what? How it was weird.
Well, I mean, it doesn't always happen like that, because when you're playing in a bar and you're just yourself and you start singing like just solo, I mean, it doesn't always capture the whole audience. Some might be talking, some might be, but these guys were just tremendous. Really nice crowd.
And how do you feel about the venue?
Great venue. I haven't. This is the only venue I've seen in the whole of New York.
So your reference point isn't exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But friendly people here.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, it's New York, so you know we're the city of friendly people. I'm sure you've heard that.
That's what they say. Yeah, and so far it's pretty true.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And do you have any other shows planned for this week?
Yes, I'm playing at Angels and Kings tomorrow. Also, I have like 4 shows, so
Great.
yeah. So it's kind of hard to keep track on them actually. And we're going to Boston and Philadelphia and New Jersey as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have any bands on your list that you want to check out while you're here?
Like the whole Paper Garden roster, I really wanted to see, and that's basically what I'm seeing today. Tall Ships, who are also on the same UK label as me, are playing in a few minutes, and they are fantastic. So I really wanted to see Kevin Devine, but I think that our shows are clashing. So,
okay.
But yeah, I'd love to see that another time.
Cool.
Yeah.
And do you have any plans for a tour in America or outside of Iceland?
Well, we've just been doing a lot of tours in Germany, and we just played Iceland, and now we're here. But we're also doing a UK tour in November. Yeah, so it's pretty busy these days.
Cool.
Yeah.
And do you have any releases out there that fans can pick up?
Yeah. The debut album Mount Modern. It's out in well the US now, and it's out in the UK in November, and in Iceland and Denmark. So, yeah.
And where can people pick that up?
Well, I would say that people should visit the different labels' website, because that's where the different labels make most money. So Paper Garden Records, or if you're from the UK, Big Scary Monsters.
Cool.
That's where to go.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. This was Dad Rocks.